Hello and welcome to Food for Thought, Insights for Busy Leaders and Managers in just 150 seconds. This is the next episode in the series about brain-friendly time management. 5 principles to improve your productivity. And this episode is all about focus, how to maintain your attention and get the jobs that you need to do done. So the first thing to do is to protect yourself. Protect yourself from distractions. Let people know that you're taking time to focus on a particular thing. Maybe put an out of office message on for a particular time of the day when you know you can focus particular time on doing what you must do. And while you're doing that, block distractions. Switch off all notifications on your phone. It's now shown that when we have a distraction from our phone, be that a tiny ding for a text or a pop-up for this or a pop-up for that, it can actually take us as long as 5 to 7 minutes to get our brain fully back in gear and on task. If you have a few of those in an hour, you're using up vast amounts of time or wasting vast amounts of time. And then avoid procrastination. And a great way to avoid procrastination is to think about that story by Brian Tracy in his book called Eat That Frog. It comes from a Chinese story, an ancient Chinese story, which is that if you have to eat 2 frogs, which one should you eat first? And the story goes, well, you eat the ugliest one first, because once that's done, everything else is easy. And using that with regards to tasks that you need to do the most difficult ones first. Stack them up, get them done at the beginning of the day, and the rest of the day is plain sailing because you've done the most difficult things. The things that take up the most focus and time and attention. And think about scheduling a power hour. That can be an hour that you allocate, or you could use the Pomodoro Technique, where you give yourself perhaps 20 minutes to do a task. Say, estimate, I'm going to take 20 minutes to do this task. The Pomodoro Technique comes from those kitchen timers. Sometimes they're like a tomato. And you put it to the time, it's ticking away, you hear the ticking, and you get that task done, and you focus on that and avoid all distractions. That can be really powerful. And ultimately then also avoid multitasking. There's lots of research that now shows that the brain can really only focus on one thing at a time. There are some people who are an exception to the rule, but most people need to just focus on one thing at a time. So do that, give yourself the benefit of that focus, because when it comes to time management, stay curious.